Question: what's the best books to start off reading regarding personal finance and investing? So my answer here is always, I sort of relies on what I remember first, but let's go with the following books because they're the most recent in my brain. For mindset, I recommend Money, Master the Game. That's by Tony Robbins. I know a lot of people know him as a sort of financial slash self-improvement guru, but I thought the book was really well written in a way that you don't necessarily want to take all the advice, but he's very inspirational, very motivational. So if you're at the beginning of your journey, don't know where to start, you're looking to get yourself pumped up, that's a great read. And then you can move on to some other books in terms of how to implement, how to execute your strategy or plan. The Bogle Heads Guide to Investing and The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle, those two books are really great as investment primers. They both give you sort of the same thing, so you can pick one or the other. And then for dissuasion of ego, this is something I always talk about, but to get rid of the ego when it comes to investing, I like to recommend a book called A Random Walk Down Wall Street. And I'm gonna mess up his last name, but it's by Burton G. Malkiel or something like that. But it's A Random Walk Down Wall Street, and it basically explains how randomness works in financial markets. So if you think you know what you should be investing in, you're probably gonna be proven wrong by the time you read this. Two more recommendations. For people in debt despair, I like to recommend the book Total Money Makeover, and that is by Dave Ramsey. He has a podcast, a radio show that's nationally syndicated, but I think his book is a great place if you're looking to actually get down into the weeds. He has I don't know if it's a 10-step plan or he's got a whole way to get yourself pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get yourself out of the debt. So great book and a great service. Listen to his podcast too if it's something that's more helpful than reading for you at the time. And then lastly, for those of you who are interested in FIRE, which is Financial Independence, Retire Early, The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins is a great book that I haven't read, but highly recommended. And I've actually listened to him do a couple interviews on podcasts, which is why I'm recommending it in the first place. Thank you for the question.